Good morning, student. In our political science class, we will discuss last chapter of this book, chapter number 9, Constitution as a living document. In this chapter, we will discuss challenging issue of constitution and solution, how to amend the constitution. Amend means a change. If faults or mistake in our constitution, why have there been so many amendments? Are constitution static? The Soviet Union had 4 constitutions in its life of 74 years. In 1991, the rule of Communist Party of Soviet Union came to an end and soon the Soviet Federation disbanded. After the Soviet upheaval, the newly formed Russian Federation adopted a new constitution in 1993. The Constitution of India was adopted on 26th November 1949. Its implementation formally started from 26th January 1950. More than 55 years after that, the same constitution continues to function as the framework within which the government of country operates. Lots of the question will came our mind that our constitution is so good that it need no change. Was it that our constitution makers were so franchised and wise that they had foreseen the changes that would take place in the future? The answer of above questions is yes, and why we have inherited a very robust constitution. The basic framework of constitution is very much suited to our country. The constitution makers were very earnest and provided for many solutions for future situation. Yes, our constitution provides this solution for many problems, but can it provided for all eventualities? Then how does the same constitution continue to serve the countries? The answer of this question, our constitution accepts the necessity of modification according to changing need of the society. In the actual working of the constitution, there has been enough flexibility of interpretation. Both political practices and judicially ruling have shown maturity and flexibility in implementing the constitution. These above factors have made our constitution a living document rather than a closed and static rule book. Next, challenging issues of constitution and solution. The provisions of constitution would naturally reflect efforts to tackle the problems that the society is facing at the time of making of constitution. The constitution must be document that provided the framework of government for the future as well. The constitution has to be able to respond to challenge that may arise in the future. A constitution is not a frozen and unalterable document. The constitution is a framework of the democratic governance of the society. Thus, from the above, the Indian constitution is a combination of both approaches mentioned above, that constitution is a separate document and that it has instrument that may require changes from time to time, or we can say that our constitution is not a static document. It is not the final word about everything. It is not a label. How to amend the constitution? Article 368, most important article. Article 368 deals with the amending power of the parliament. That is, parliament may in exercise of it constituent power amend by way of addition, variation, or repeal any provisions of this constitution accordance with the procedure laid down in the articles. The constitution must be amended if so required, but it must be protected from unnecessary and frequent changes. In other words, the constitution to be flexible and at the same time rigid. Flexible means open to changes and rigid means resistant to changes. A constitution that can be very easily changed or modified is often called flexible. In the case of constitution which are very difficult to amend, they are described as rigid. The Indian constitution combines both these characteristics. If fault or mistake in our constitution, whenever such mistake would come to light, the constitution be easily amended and to be able to get rid these mistakes. Then there were some provisions in the constitution that were temporary nature, and it was decided that these could be altered later on once the new parliament was elected. Note that all amendments to constitution are initiated only in the parliament, decided the special majority in the parliament. No outside agency like a constitution commission or a separate body is required for amending the constitution. An amendment bills, like all other bills, goes to president for his assent, but in this case the president has no part to send it back for reconsideration. These details show how is the complicated the amending process could have been. Only elected representatives of people are empowered to consider and take final decision the question of amendments. Thus, sovereign elected representatives is the basis of amendment procedure. How to amend the constitution? Similar to ordinary law, simply majority in parliament, as mentioned in some articles. Special majority in parliament in both houses separately as per article 368. Special majority plus legislature of half states, article 368. These are the some most important topics. Special majority. This topic we will discuss in next video. Thank you.